To me, it's just hatred towards this young lady. Only thing she's doing, like you said, is out here. She's playing the game of basketball, and she's having fun doing it.
I love her game. A lot like Steph. She reminds me of Steph Curry a lot, you know?
Caitlin Clark has exploded onto the basketball scene and quickly become one of the most talked about names in the sport. Her fearless approach, deep shooting range, and electric playmaking have captured the attention of fans, analysts, and even the greatest legends of the game. Rarely has a player in the Women's National Basketball Association generated this much admiration and debate among icons who helped define basketball greatness. From record-breaking performances to clutch moments that leave crowds stunned, Clark is reshaping how the women's game is viewed and inspiring a new generation of young players who now dream of following her path. Yet her rapid rise has not come without criticism. While some question the hype surrounding her, others have stepped forward to defend her impact. Basketball legends like Michael Jordan and Larry Bird have begun weighing in, and their voices could completely change the conversation around Clark's journey. Her influence also reminds many of another revolutionary star, Allen Iverson, whose fearless style once shook the National Basketball Association. Just like Iverson, Clark carried enormous expectations from her college days into the professional stage, proving that elite skill and confidence can redefine the game even without overwhelming physical dominance. Iverson's legendary crossover once stunned defenders and inspired a generation of kids playing on streets and playgrounds across the world. Today, Clark is creating that same effect, as young girls copy her deep shots and flashy passes while dreaming of greatness. Iverson himself has acknowledged her remarkable talent, praising the unique combination of skill, confidence, and competitive mindset that makes Caitlin Clark a true game-changer for basketball.
Man, shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, you know, and not just scoring the basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get better.
It's no surprise that when Allen Iverson talks about Caitlin Clark, his praise focuses heavily on her offensive brilliance. Iverson immediately recognized in Clark the same aggressive scoring mindset that defined his own career. Both players stepped into their leagues carrying enormous scoring responsibility from day one, becoming the primary engines that powered their team's offenses. That role demands fearlessness and confidence, and Clark has shown she is both. What truly separates elite offensive leaders, though, is their ability to create opportunities for everyone around them. Even as one of the youngest and least experienced players on her roster with the Indiana Fever in the Women's National Basketball Association, Clark already demonstrates natural playmaking instincts that elevate her teammates. Players like this are known as floor raisers, stars whose presence alone improves the entire team through scoring gravity and smart passing. Iverson famously carried a roster with limited offensive firepower all the way to the 2001 NBA Finals during his run with the Philadelphia 76ers, largely because of his unstoppable scoring ability. Now many are eager to see how far Clark can push her team once she reaches her prime. Iverson believes her game will only continue to grow, and if the Fever can surround her with the right supporting pieces, she could eventually lead the franchise onto the biggest stages in basketball. Like Iverson in his prime, Clark has already become a must-watch attraction who delivers highlight plays that keep fans on the edge of their seats. But fame also brings intense scrutiny. Iverson dealt with constant media criticism throughout his career, while Clark has taken a different path by showing remarkable composure in interviews and public appearances. Her calm, thoughtful responses and ability to avoid unnecessary controversy have caught the attention of another legend, Charles Barkley. After spending more than 2 decades analyzing the National Basketball Association and the media, Barkley understands how difficult it can be for athletes to balance performance and public perception. Having experienced plenty of media drama during his own playing days, he appreciates how smoothly Clark handles the spotlight. For such a young star, maintaining that level of professionalism is no easy task, But Clark has already shown she knows exactly how to manage the pressure.
And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. And now, when I watch her, two things I like. She's playing much faster, much faster. She was playing too slow the first half of the season.
From the college season.
They didn't even give her the understanding, like, you girls been ready for the WNBA season. Y'all been working out on the nose. She came straight out of college.
Caitlin Clark continues to prove she can dominate every part of the game, both on and off the court, largely because of her relentless work ethic and competitive mindset. From a moment she entered the Women's National Basketball Association, Clark faced enormous pressure from fans, teams, and the media, but instead of shrinking under it, she exceeded expectations. Opponents have tried to slow her down with intense physical play, yet she has shown remarkable toughness, absorbing hard contact, and continuing to deliver standout performances. What's been even more impressive is how quickly she has adapted to the professional level. The jump from college basketball to the WNBA is massive, with faster speed, stronger players, and far greater physical demands. Clark has handled that challenge by improving steadily throughout the season, learning how to outmaneuver and outplay experienced veterans. Her durability has surprised many observers who once believed she relied mostly on skill rather than physical strength. In reality, her preparation and conditioning allow her to handle the punishment that comes with being the league's most targeted player. Basketball dominance doesn't always come from size alone, something that legends understand well. Shaquille O'Neal, often considered one of the most dominant players ever, has openly praised Clark's impact, even comparing her influence to that of Stephen Curry in the National Basketball Association. Despite their very different physical builds and playing styles, both Curry and Clark have changed how their leagues are played and watched. In fact, O'Neal made those comments while appearing on the podcast hosted by Clark's biggest rival, Angel Reese, where he still didn't hesitate to recognize Clark's greatness. According to Shaq, players like Curry and Clark bring a new kind of excitement to the sport, something fans have never seen before. And that kind of innovation is exactly what pushes a league to grow and thrive.
Why you think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love, you know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. I've seen it a little bit in Mahmoud Abdul-Roh, but I've never seen a guy consistently come down. And if you look at, like if you saw Steph on the street, he ain't got the LeBron muscles. He's not 6'9", he's 6'10". He look like a perfect, normally office guy. Yeah. He's doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we've never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis.
Insights from Shaquille O'Neal sparked major discussion about Caitlin Clark and her growing impact on the Women's National Basketball Association. Shaq openly acknowledged that Clark is performing skills rarely seen in the league, including her incredible ability to shoot deep three-pointers from near the logo, something even her rival Angel Reese has admitted she can do. While some critics try to reduce that talent to just shooting threes, it's actually a remarkable skill that takes years of dedication and precision to master, and it has become one of the biggest attractions for fans watching the game today. Shaq believes this kind of spectacular play is helping bring new audiences to women's basketball. The conversation grew even louder when legend Michael Jordan praised Clark's influence and suggested the league should recognize her contributions while ensuring she receives fair treatment on the court. At the same time, the intense rivalry between Clark and Reese has added even more excitement to the league, reminding many fans of the historic competition between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird that helped transform the National Basketball Association decades ago, and with record viewership already following their matchups. Even Magic Johnson himself believes Clark could eventually grow into one of the greatest players the league has ever seen.
Unsurprisingly, he agrees with the comparison. He also sees the potential for Caitlin Clark to become the greatest player in the league.
Caitlin is the most popular WNBA player, but she's not the best at this time. Just like Larry and I were not the best when we entered the league. We became the best later on by our play. Caitlin still has to play great to become the best WNBA player.
Magic Johnson has long been a strong supporter of the Women's National Basketball Association, even serving as an owner of the Los Angeles Sparks. and he has always believed the league would eventually grow into a thriving and widely popular business similar to the National Basketball Association. Now, as viewership and excitement continue to rise, that prediction is starting to look more accurate than ever. Johnson recently pointed to the growing rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese as a major reason for the league's surge in attention, comparing their competitive dynamic to the legendary battles he once had with Larry Bird. According to Johnson, rivalries like this create the kind of drama and spectacle that capture fans and help leagues grow both culturally and financially. Just as Magic and Bird helped transform the NBA in the 1980s, Clark's extraordinary skill level could influence how the women's game evolves in the years ahead. Her advanced shooting range, vision, and playmaking ability are already setting a new standard that could reshape how players train and how teams structure their offenses. When Magic entered the NBA, his creativity and basketball IQ revolutionized the point guard role and changed offensive strategies across the league. Many now believe Clark could bring a similar evolution to the WNBA. In fact, when people talk about elite point guard intelligence in modern basketball, names like Chris Paul often come up because of his ability to read defenses and control the flow of the game. Qualities that Clark is beginning to display as she continues developing into one of the most influential playmakers in women's basketball.